Monday, the laughter starts to flow. Gather round the TV, bring your friends and family for an hour of pure joy filled with comedy. Make me laugh Monday, the best way to start the week. With jokes and funny skits, it's laughter that we seek. So get ready to chuckle and let your worries fade. Make me laugh Monday, where smiles are made. The host with the wit will tickle your funny bone. With hilarious monologues, you won't feel alone. The comedians take the...
All right, what's happening, everybody? Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for my good comedy. Yeah. Come on out. Let's go. Give it up for Ron Cole, y'all. Give it up for yourselves, everybody. Make me laugh Monday.
This is part two. Part two. If you didn't check in with us last week, you missed a hell of a show. This is the Ladies Appreciation Show, part deuce. Part deuce. Make me laugh Mondays, y'all. Here. Come on, we're on the World Movement Enterprise channel. Again, if you're good home, load the app on your television. Tell a friend, this is how we eat, and we're going to try to be on TV. Like I said, I am your host, Ron Focus.
The White the Barber, give it up to me, baby, y'all. Come on. Come on, guys.
DJ TNT in the house. Phony Taylor TNT in the house. She's doing 1 to 2 going dancing out there. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, this is part two of last week's show, the Women's Appreciation Show, tribute to mothers out there and everything. And if this is the first time you've seen our show, I'm going to tell you real quick how we roll. It's not your regular comedy show. We don't have people just come up here, do their thing, and you don't know nothing about them, never see them again. No, just the opposite. They come up here, talk with me for a little while, I try to throw them a hook and ask them a few questions. We learn a bit about them. You learn a bit about them, and that's how we roll. We ain't still got that second game, you know? Anyway. I'm going to let the wife tell you the rest. I'm going to sit down and take a rest. Again, thank you for coming out.
All right, y'all. Give it up for the bearded one, y'all. The bearded one. My boy Ron, man. Yeah, so this is ladies. This is a ladies show. It's about the ladies. It's about mothers and everybody. So give it up for the mothers out there. Yeah. Y'all know I'm a barber, y'all. I got to tell y'all about the ladies coming in the barber shop now. Okay? Ladies, y'all are in denial. Y'all in denial too, goddammit. You know, they always coming in at the white, because y'all want to get them edges cut. Right? Don't touch my edges. I'm like, goddammit, your edges been gone, baby. Your shit is gone. Only thing I can do for your edges is this, baby. Look, tell me. Put that little Vaseline on that fake baby hair. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm tired of ladies, all you ladies out here trying to give me coochie for these kids' haircuts, too. Yeah. I was $500 short on my rent last month with y'all hoes. Yeah. I'm telling you. And then, ladies, man, y'all be coming to the barbershop, leaving your kids in the barbershop, going off. This lady brought her kid to the barbershop and left him in the barbershop all day long. I didn't even know the boy's name. He's about 3 or 4 years old. They didn't even know the boy's name, you know? So I started calling him Harold. I gave him that. Harold! I had him working. I had Harold sweeping up the floor and shit. I said, I might as well put him to work. I might be staying with him, because I don't know if this lady done left this little boy, you know what I mean? I said, I might have to dock this little nigga, you know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm starting shit. I had him dusting off the hair of the people and shit. He was a really good worker. I said, Harold, you all right? I went and bought him some lunch and shit. I said, Harold, I might have to dock your little ass, because your mama don't look like she coming back. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the lady finally came back. It was almost closing time. I thought I had to call child services, but I didn't want to do little Harold like that. You know, I heard child service was worse than death. You know what I'm saying? For a kid. So I didn't do that. So anyway, the lady came back. I said, lady, where you been? She said, well, I had to do a few errands and shit. I said, errands? I said, the boy been here all day. You know what I'm saying? boy's name? She said, his name is Gerald. I said, no, his name is Harold. Now, he answers to Harold, okay? And I said, lady, what's your name? She said, well, they call me Pretty. I said, well, you're pretty stupid. Pretty irresponsible. And just pretty goddamn dumb. Leaving your kid. So she gonna ask me how much the haircut was. I said, that's gonna be $150, lady. She said, $150? Yes. I don't do daycare, okay? Shit, I had to charge her for daycare, you know what I mean? Hell yeah, man, shit. You know, and it's crazy, man. The other day, I was in the barbershop. I was busy as hell. Y'all, anybody know about State Board? You know about State Board? They're like the police of the barbering business. They come to make sure your stuff is in order. You know, you're keeping your stuff clean and shit. You're supposed to sweep up all your hair after every haircut. So anyway, I was so busy that day, and I didn't sweep up my hair. Guess who came in?
Stay bored.
Hell no. Baby mama. Yeah, that bitch came in. Talking about, Dwight, I need some money. I said, I ain't got no goddamn money. She said, you're a goddamn lie. Look at all that damn hair. Yeah, man. Yeah, I got fined by the baby mama, y'all. That was cold, man. I ain't lying, man. It's cold. Y'all ladies is cold. I swear to God, man. But anyway, we're going to get this thing started, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Oh, man, we got a foreign young lady, man, all the way from Mother Russia. Can y'all believe that? Anya Zoba. Anya.
What's funny? Well, give it for yourself, ladies. It's for our night, right? You're not for us. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm a diversity hire, so I don't like Russia. Oh, fun to be here. Yes, like I said, I'm from Russia. And I know exactly how I look like. I look like a legitimate daughter of Melania Trump and Caitlyn Jenner. It is what it is. And when I moved to this country, people would tell me that it reminds them of Melania Trump. And I wasn't sure how should I feel about it. Like, should I be flattered or offended? People are, should I be flattered, you think? You think so? What do you think? Okay. I appreciate you. Very nice ladies. But some people think I should be offended. But let me rephrase the question. Do I look like someone who would go down on a 70-year-old man?
Oh, yeah.
He said yes, he's right. I definitely would. I've done worse things for much less. For love, girl, for love. Everything for love. Do you have any mothers in the room? Mothers? Yes. Yeah, quite a few. Nice. Well, I'm not a mother yet, but something is changing within my body. Like, I have Siri not just in my phone, but also in my head. And she's an annoying bitch. She wants me to have kids. And I don't feel like I'm ready yet. And that's how it goes. Baby mood is on. Baby mood is on. Your hormone level is up. In order to make a baby, you must go out to the hood without panties on. Stay in the corner. Wave your arms. High possibility of making a child. If you don't have a baby in the next 2 years, you're gonna have a retard. I know she's Russian. She doesn't know I cannot say our word here, but I told you, just heads up. Like I feel like I have like this maternal instincts to take care of animals, and all my life I thought I'm going to become a cat lady. Do you have any cat ladies in the house? Cat ladies, cats, dogs? Yes, well, I don't think I'm going to be cat lady, but instead I became a squirrel lady. I moved into a new apartment, and with a nice, beautiful balcony, first time in my life without roommates, and I started having a squirrel coming into my balcony. He's a boy, and I called him Chunky, because I made him chunky. I like my squirrel just like my man with a belly and short legs and arms. He's adorable, he started coming in, and he brought friends, and I have 5 squirrels on my balcony, all boys. All boys, and I was recovering from a headache, so I was like spending a lot of time looking at them. So I started feeding him nuts. And he liked a little bit LA squirrels. So anytime I would give him a Whole Foods nuts, his little pee-pee would get hard. I mean, I said little. For humans it's little. For squirrels, he has a good size, okay? I don't want to be chunky. But it sounds really weird. It sounds like I stare at his little pee-pee all day. It's almost like that. But he also never blinks. Like he would sit and if he's not, there's a little I. It's adorable. It's adorable. And the first time it happened, I didn't realize it was Whole Foods nuts. I just thought that I'm hot for a squirrel. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so hot even for squirrels. But no, it was all Whole Foods nuts. One time I gave him nuts from the Trader Joe's. It was just hang, nothing worked. I told you, he's kind silly squirrel. And I was like, he's blowing up on my social media. Follow me on Instagram, it's Anya Zova. Like, his reels get more views than my reels. Like, he's really doing things on social media nowadays. And then I went to my yoga class. I know it sounds very gay, but I love yoga. So, and my yoga instructor, he told me, I was like, Anya, I saw you squirrel on your Instagram reels, but I need to tell you, in Hinduism, we believe that promiscuous people in next lifetime going to be incarnated into male squirrels. I'm like, are you telling me I have 5 sluts on my balcony right now waiting for me? He's like, I'm sorry to break it down for you, but yes. But it kind of makes sense because I do have sometimes promiscuous lifestyle, and I do believe those squirrels that just stare at my eyes all day and telling me telepathically, bitch, watch your lifestyle, otherwise you're gonna end up just like us, on streets and trees. Yeah, I love Chunky, I really do. Yeah, follow me on Instagram and follow Chunky if he needs more likes. Everything goes to him. All the likes, the more likes he gets, the more nuts I get him, so his pee always hard. That sounded really weird. But I don't want to be in a relationship, but I feel like it's really hard to date in Los Angeles. It's very difficult from Eastern European culture because it sucks. Dating here sucks, right guys?
Yes.
It's fucking a nightmare. Well, it is what it is. But I'll give you some examples why it's so different. Like in America, if a man punches a woman, it means he's a felon. He goes to jail. Am I right?
Yes.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yes, we hope.
In Russia, if a man punches a woman, it means he loves her. So now when I date a guy, I just beat the shit out of him. I don't need something else to So guys, if you get a slap out of me, you're on the right track. But the other thing is, a lot of American guys just love to assign really numbers to determine how hot we are. And that's really annoying. I'll give you an example how guys rank me in different states. In Kentucky, I'm a 10, hardcore 10. I have teeth. In New York, I'm like 7, 8 in the dark. And in Los Angeles, I'm more like trance. I remember people call me brave all the time. And I'm like, are you calling me brave because I escaped Putin and regime? And people are like, no, you're in transition. Well, I call it just in a new country, but whatever, I'll take it. Well, that's my time. Thank you guys, you're doing fantastic. Thank you, ladies. Yes.
Yes, Anya Zova. Let me get my technology ready,
Men and their toys.
Yeah. Women have toys too when the men ain't around. Yeah. And we have nuts too. Got a line coming? You're not supposed to laugh. Anyway, thank you for coming out. Such last minute. You do great too. What to do? Well, I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Question number 1, easy question. Oh, I'm sorry about that. How long you been in comedy?
About 6 years now.
6 years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And since you've been doing comedy, how long you been here, first of all, before I ask this question?
Well, I've been living in the States for like about 11 years.
Okay.
Longer.
Okay, so you started your comedy here?
In Florida, Miami.
In Florida?
Which is not the States, it's like a different country.
Right. Yeah. And there's a lot of material there, I bet.
I love it. It's like a problem because people listen to very loud comedy. In Miami, it's very rowdy.
Right.
So you need to like overpower them and make them listen to you.
Right.
A lot of crowd work.
Right. Was the transition from where you used to be to here as far as comedy goes, was it hard, or how you finding the transition?
But I love Los Angeles, a lot of talented comedians, which makes you work harder on your material.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of getting stage time in Miami, if you want to, you can work easily 2 gigs a night.
Okay.
Versus in Los Angeles, like it's hard. Like we need to hustle. Like
Okay.
if you work like 2 gigs a week,
Yeah.
you're good. You know.
Yeah.
So and we have a lot of open mics, but in Miami, it's just easier to get stage time.
Yeah.
But it's going to be like, oh yes, it's a stage time, but again, you have to overpower the crowd.
Yeah, yeah. I think here, I don't know if you noticed it or not, but I believe that my experience anyway, the comedians here in LA are like a dime a dozen versus everywhere else. There's a lot of comedians here.
Absolutely, but
Yeah.
then you grow fat. I always say like it's better to be the worst in the room than be the best in some room. So if you are the worst in the room, you have more chances to grow. You learn
I
from
didn't
that.
think about it like that, but there's some wisdom in that. Yeah. Let me ask you another question here. I looked at your Instagram, and I noticed that you kind of wear a lot of hats, so to speak. I noticed that you dance, very good dancer, and do you do modeling as well?
Thank you. Well, dancing is a new passion. I was going through the heartbreak again in Los Angeles, and I'm like, I need to feel sexy, and I start dancing, and it's like very empowering,
Mm-hmm.
and now I love it. And I just now all my life is around dancing. Yes, and I used to model when I was like a teenager, but then I got anorexia, bulimia, everything you have when you model, and I was like, oh, it doesn't really work out for me, so.
Okay. So is the dancing something that you do as just a pastime, or is it something you want to actually do as a career?
I wanted to, I have an idea now to combine dance and comedy and do like a comedy musical. I cannot sing. I cannot sing at all like that. I wish I could, but maybe I can rap a little bit, but that's it. But I want to combine dance and comedy and see where it goes.
Okay, that's very unique. I can't think of anybody that's doing that right away.
Yeah, maybe I'll do the first one. I also haven't seen it yet, so.
Okay, all right. Well, I appreciate you coming out such last notice again, but you were great, and we hope to maybe have you back on one of our other shows, too.
I'd love to. Thank
Yeah.
you for having
Tell a
me.
friend.
I will.
You guys like her?
Yeah.
Good.
Miss Angelova, y'all.
Good.
Oh.
All right, y'all. Y'all ready for the next topic? Man, this sister right here, we've been on Make Me Laugh before. Very funny, man. I love her. Her mom, man. They always bring it on the funnies. Y'all give it up for my girl, Keisha Green, y'all. Come on.
You know, I just want to say that I really do enjoy doing Make Me Laugh Mondays. I really do, because everything they advertise, they gonna give it to you. They gonna give it to you. Every show don't do that. I had a show one time that was advertising a $200 festival, or $200 raffle. You get $200 if you participate. I should have known they was full of shit because they didn't even sell $200 worth of tickets. You know what I'm saying? I should have known. Make Me Laugh Mondays. Everything they provide, they promote. Give it up for them. Everything they provide, they promote. Backwards. Everything they promote, they provide. Okay, let me get it together. I see how she was looking at me like, get it together, sis. Everything they promote, they provide. You know what I mean. You're going to get a great show. You're going to get a great audience. And you'll get free parking, okay? Not just any kind of parking. Free parking, okay? And you know what I love most about doing Make Me Laugh Mondays? Surprisingly, you will get a real good workout in too. Did you know that? You get a real good workout. Obviously, you're going to be laughing, right? So that's working on your core. You get your core workout in. Man, you get your cardio in, because what they don't tell you is that free parking, it's 100 fucking blocks away. They don't tell you that shit. They don't tell you that, but it is free. It is free. They lie, it is free. I always appreciate when Lamont and Ron and Dwight always have me back on the show, you know what I mean? But I'll be so glad when they get a venue with a fucking parking lot. I'll be so glad. I'll be so glad. Y'all know I'm a little 56, you know. Oh man, you don't know how hard I was trying not to break a sweat on the way up here. You don't know. I I'm so glad I keep an extra roll of degree in my car. You know what I'm saying? In case I need a little touch up. Anyway, what y'all doing for Mother's Day? Nothing? What y'all? Okay, all right. Okay. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. I was thinking about Mother's Day, like with my mom and everything. It's funny because when she raised us and everything, it's like the one thing she always is consistent. Always consistent, always showing up. She gonna be late than a motherfucker, but she always show out. And it's like to this day, every day, you know what I mean? Once a day, I can always count on my mama to remind me of the shit in the house that I ain't paid for. I can always count on her. It's like clockwork at this point. I got an alarm set up for it, you know? Especially black mamas, you know they always bringing that shit up. Always want to throw shit up at you in your face. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm the one paying the rent up in here. I'm paying the lights. Not you. I'm paying for it. I'm paying for it. And she's right. That may or may not be true. It may or may not. Oh man, I could chip in. I could. But the way I see it, maybe it's just me. I don't know. But as long as my daddy still owes child support, I'm not paying a motherfucking thing, okay? I'm not paying shit. No, fuck, she ain't getting my good unemployment. No, the math ain't mathing. I've been doing my calculations, you know what I'm saying? And from what I can see, he at least about 15, 20 years delinquent in payments, okay? As we speak, you need to send an invoice to that motherfucker. That's what you need to do. If she could find his ass. The other time she was talking about hitting her boyfriend in the face or something. She was talking about some kind of domestic violence. And you're in a room full of black women. Listen, I guess this message will be for you then. I just want to say, you know, like I feel like women are getting our standards up more. Like we noticing our worth, and I feel like we ain't taking too much shit no more. Y'all noticing that? It's a change happening with social media. You see it in the comments and everything. And like, unlike my girl over here, I ain't never got my ass whooped. But no, I just want to say, like, I ain't never been a victim of domestic violence, but I have worked with victims of domestic violence, right? And like, if you currently in this situation, if you know somebody in that situation, and you trying to figure out what's your escape route, how can I get out of here? If you like me, you like a big old 6'8" nigga, so you don't know how you gonna get out. You don't know. This is what I want to say, and clearly this is just direct to one person. But whoever's watching at home, I just want to say, if you're trying to figure out how you're gonna get out, now I'm being for real now. That motherfucker gonna fall asleep sooner or later, okay? Sooner or later. Y'all picking up what the fuck I'm putting? Hello? Y'all picking up what I ain't gonna say because they recording. I ain't that fucking crazy. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. I majored in criminology and criminal justice. Listen to me when I tell you, okay? You can always plead insanity. You can always do that. Use your resources. Use everything you got, okay? I'll show up personally to support in court. What you need, snacks, t-shirts, whatever you need. I ain't got shit to do. I'll be there. I will be there. Okay? Okay, y'all, well, I get that
Marie. Marie, yeah. Oh, man. How you doing? Yeah, you might as well just bunk with one of us and just move in or whatever. We're here every day. We're going to keep calling you. If you keep coming, we're going to keep calling.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we love you coming by, and they love you too.
I love it.
And all the guys at Astroburger told me to you.
It was Mario.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know better.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how you been doing since last week?
I've been doing good.
I've been doing good.
Yeah. Hanging in there.
Yeah. And you told about a parking and oh my God, what is all that?
They still come through with everything they deliver. It's still free.
And Tony over here laughing too. Tony co-signing you. I don't know. But it's worth it. come on out and see us.
For sure.
You're gonna get your exercise on. We got some soda and chips for you when you get here. That got to account for something. Come on out. Yeah. Anyway, you know how we roll. We're gonna ask you 3 questions.
Yeah.
Get your perspective on
Okay.
it. Okay. Question number 1. I already know this, but tell them that don't know. Oh, before I get into that, real quick. We are on the World Movement Enterprise Channel. You gotta handle your business, you know.
Yeah.
We're on the World Movement Enterprise Channel, y'all. If you just tuned in, download the app. You can see Miss Marie. She's on here every week and shit. So download the app. You'll see her next week. Anyway. Okay, I did business. All right. Now tell the people how long you've been doing your business.
I started with 2018. So actually, I just celebrated my anniversary, April 30th. Hello. Yeah.
And how you like it out on the comedy street?
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's gonna know me every time, but I love it. I love it. I do.
Okay. Question number 2. See, I'm a little out of order because we had to change the order at the last minute. Oh, let me ask, I don't think I ever asked you this one. When you do your comedy,
Okay.
do you feel like you kind of have to, I guess, push the envelope, so to speak, be a little harder? Because this is what I'm getting at. Comedy is predominantly a male thing and stuff. And again, the males are, the spotlight's on them mostly. So do you feel like you have to push it, say it, curse a little more or whatever, be a little extra just to keep up with them or be seen? I'm just interested.
I don't think so. Or for me, I don't feel like I have to push it any further than I already do.
No?
And if you, I don't know, I feel like you keep it all the way real. Sometimes I feel like the women are funnier than the men, I feel like sometimes.
Yeah.
So, but like you said, it's a male-dominated industry. And you asked one of the other comics about, what did you say something about if we're satisfied with where the
Yeah,
women
the
are?
progression.
Yeah, and it's like, it's nice to see it, but it's still not where it should be. I want to see more, especially more like black women doing it too.
Right.
That's really what I want to see.
Yeah, there's some funny black women out there, and again, like I said last week, if you're watching the episode, we do this is our 3rd woman's show, and I personally believe that the women in the industry hasn't been tapped. There's some funny women out there like Miss Marie and everything, and I'm trying to do. Hey, you can clap for her. You can clap for her.
Thank you.
And I'm just trying to do my little part and try my best to put a spotlight on some of those women. So, and last question, Miss Marie. Tell the people and myself what is the funniest thing that's ever happened to you while you've been doing comedy? Funniest and most unusual.
Probably my cousins in the audience heckling me. You can always count on your family to fuck around. What? Niggas, I just throw you off the game, don't remember none of each other. That's probably one of them. And it wasn't just one, it was multiple. Multiple of them. So that was at the lab at the Improv. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Did you tell them off while you're on stage?
You know me better.
Yeah.
You know me better.
That's what they ask you. Yeah.
And then they tried to give me afterwards, but what happened?
Oh,
What
yeah,
happened?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for coming out, and we're gonna see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Miss D. Marie,
Yeah, y'all ladies enjoying yourself. I sure am myself, boy. Y'all give it up for yourselves one more time. Beautiful ladies out here. All right, now we're gonna keep it rolling, y'all. Man, this is one of my homies in crime. She's super funny. I love working with this young lady, man. Y'all gonna have a good time, man. Y'all better get your hands together. Get your hands together for Penny. Promise! Come on, Penny, baby.
Give it up for you. there. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know I could be a DJ. I could be a DJ back in the day. I'll be up there like, I just want to ask, who granddaddy is that back there? I'm getting ready to figure out what I'm gonna say. Every time somebody said something up here, he turned to me. He was like, what kind of jeans you got on? I was like, then he was like, when somebody said something else, he was like, what's your pH balance? Hold on, wait a minute now. You went for what kind of jeans I got on? You want to eat my pussy? Because that's the only reason you were asking about a pH balance is you trying to eat. Like, you trying to like taste something. Then somebody said about spitting in the mouth. Like, yeah, he old school, like, yeah, we been spitting in mouths and then diseases came along and then we started. She looked at me like, yeah, old school back then, like, yeah. I was like, somebody help me, please. Like, oh, Jesus, help me, Lord. Oh, how y'all doing, ladies? How y'all doing? Everybody went to that Sinners movie. I'm like, I love black people, but like, why we just can't watch a movie without coming to no philosophical shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? We can't go see the white man. It's always about the white man. Every movie is about the white man. We know it's about the white man, but let's enjoy the movie. Okay, let's enjoy the movie. Sinners come out as the vampires. The vampire symbolizes the white man. Then when they was like, invite us in, that was the white man wanted to be invited to the cookout. And there's always somebody go, yeah, you cool. Because they saw, when you see white people like dancing, you like, oh, they got some rhythm, like, okay, come to the cookout. And once you invite the vampire in and he eat somebody up, that's a white man eating up our culture. It's a vampire movie. Just enjoy the vampire movie. Why God, we know it's about the white man, but let's enjoy the vampire movie, please. We celebrating Mother's Day, huh? Okay. I was just skipping along, doing my whole business, getting my little last whole days in. I was 28, I was getting my last whole years in, and the Lord said, give you a baby. Like, he was like, when you high, you start doing with any kind of shit. Like, let's make this bitch a baby. Let's see what she gonna do. Because, like, there is no way. Like, he should have gave me that responsibility. I'm like, I feel like, we all here for a reason. I'm like, and then the only reason, like, the Lord say free will, though. I'm like, the only reason, like, he like, yeah, this little baby, but the only reason she is because I wasn't swallowing in 1995, right? Swallowing wasn't in 1995, and I was swallowing. And I'm like, damn, I wish I would have just had it hit it on the face. Okay? Because these kids are preaching, y'all love and daughter, y'all look alike. Does your mom like you love her? Y'all love each other? Oh, that's so sweet. My mama ain't tell me she loved me a day in her life. Anyway, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know who made me a mom, but I'm like, my mama, I'm like, I think we took the tradition of not swallowing because, they definitely weren't swallowing in 1967. They wasn't doing face shots, they wasn't doing back shots, they wasn't doing none of that shit. So that's why I'm here because my mama like, I'm here, and you happy you here and shit. I'm like, I'm happy sometimes and shit. To get across these goddamn niggas and shit. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Anyway, I don't recommend being a mother for anybody. I'm just saying, like, not TV radio. I'm like, you get your whole face out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want to know, like, why is black people too? I be thinking about stuff like, why is, as a black person, why is our black card always on the line, right? The minute we start doing black people shit, like white, no. The minute we start doing white people shit, some black person will jump out like, you gotta take the black card from me and shit. When they see you doing some white people shit. I remember my black card got taken. I ain't got my black card back. I remember it's 1981. I'm that old. I'm 57. They was like in there like damn to like Frank Beverly and Mays. You know, I guess that's a black people anthem. Like, boy, and I turned that shit off and turned on to Martin Luther like. You can't listen to rock in a black people household because they'll immediately think you're on drugs. I'm like, all right, you in rehab, right? I'm like, Billy out of rehab. Well, black people music. Okay, y'all, that's my time, y'all. I'm Penny Promise with an I-E. Penny Promise.
Penny gonna take my seat. Take my black job. All right, Miss Penny Promise, y'all. Get it up for me. Well, we give you something to do.
Yeah. When you almost 60, you be trying to find something to do. You know what I'm saying? So this is fun.
Yeah, we're enjoying it. You enjoy yourselves out there? You enjoy yourself? Okay. Again, you guys, if you just tuned in, you're looking at the World Movement Enterprise channel where you might see somebody get cut if they're not funny. But unfortunately, everybody's been funny tonight, right? Everybody's doing
Don't put me up.
You ain't got a shake in your hand or nothing, right? We funny, right? Okay. Well, anyway, before I really do get cut, I'm gonna ask you 2 questions. I'm gonna let you go. Okay, real quick. I kind of know this, but they don't know this. Where are you from originally, and how long you been doing comedy?
I'm originally from Houston, Texas. I was from Houston, Texas before Beyonce was from Houston, Texas.
How long you been doing?
Oh, I've been doing comedy for like 10 years, and I'm like, yeah, 10 years. I was like, I need a therapy, and I couldn't afford it, so I was like, you know what, the best thing is just to do comedy. Like, I can get all my, like, my feelings out.
Yeah, we kind of started out around the same time. I remember we were supposed to do, the Comedy Union together one time?
Yeah.
You were no-show, I think, on that show.
Was I?
Yeah, I think you were.
Yeah, I'm like, when I count 10 years, but it's like, I was bouncing back and forth. It was like, yeah, do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? I'm like, these people mean. I'm like, it was a lot of stuff going on when you're not used to, when you leave a corporate job and decide that, you've been working 20 years, 30 years in the industry, corporate job, and you decide, you know what, I'm going to follow my dream. And you get out here trying to follow your dream, and then it's like, you don't even know it'll be funny because they don't got no handbook when you do comedy. Like, they don't you just gotta get out here and people don't tell you they funny or not. They just don't look at you when you bomb.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Again, this is a woman's appreciation show. Being a woman in comedy, do you find that it's hindered you or helped you mostly? Which one is it?
Being a woman in comedy?
Yeah.
I feel like they don't when I show my titties.
That's the answer I was looking for.
Having titties still work. I just want you to know, big booty, like, oh, you got a big booty, cool, but having titties still matter in this world. So I'm like,
is that like the cheat code?
okay, that's
the cheat code right there.
You got to get the right bra, put you together. And I'm like,
Works for me. And you caught me off guard. Okay. Right now, who do you think is the best female in the game as far as comedy goes?
Ooh, that's female.
Yeah.
Look, you know, look, I don't know about that because I don't see a lot of females out there once I started doing comedy, but before I started doing comedy, before I even thought about doing comedy, who I thought was funny was like, if you went on say like Whoopi Goldberg, hands down I thought was funny. She was the only one doing it. Then you went to Monique, but then it was like, she was always talking about skinny bitches, so I was like on the fence with her because I'm a skinny bitch. And like, she always said skinny fat bitch war, so I was like so she was cool. So I really like to see women doing it, but when I started doing comedy, I saw more men. I see more men out in the street. Like I never see like Kim Whitley or Sheriff Shepherd or Lunell. I don't never see them. But I can see Dan Cole or Mike Epps. I'll see them in the street. I'll see Dave Chappelle like doing stuff, but I never see females. So that's the only thing that I have. I love comedy. I love being a female doing it, but I would really like to see more females out there that's out there doing it, like that I can see outside. You know what I'm saying? But people coming up, like all the people that, you know, because a lot of people that don't have no names, because I remember back in the day when I was growing up, we only knew you if you had a special. But me doing comedy now, I run across all kind of people that don't have no special and it's funny as hell. The women here was funny as hell. Yes. All the women that I see, Nick here, like it's a bunch of women that I see that's funny as hell that you don't see on Netflix as jokes. You just gotta come to these local shows and see these females and still out here doing it.
But it takes people like you and me and everything to spread the word, talk about these people, and that's how they're going to get their shine. You know?
Yeah.
We appreciate it if, after you go home, if you liked what you saw, tell some people and somebody else tell, and you know, we're going to make this happen.
We just need your support whether we're funny or not. I'm just going to put it out. Whether we're funny or not, we just come support us anyway.
Anyway, I appreciate you coming out as always. We got work for you here, and Miss Penny Crown. This has been great. Glad you guys came out. We're gonna do it again next year. Tell a friend. I'm Ronald Cole.